Welcome back everyone to another YouTube video. Super pumped about today's video because I am going to be answering some of the top questions that I get every single day as an online fitness coach. Of course, if you have any other questions that don't get covered in today's video, go ahead and comment them down below and I will do my best to get to every single one. Without further ado, we are ready to dive into today's video. Question number one. Will doing hundreds of crunches every single day help me get abs? Will it help me get a six-pack? So actually, this is a myth, right? There's a myth that if you just focus on doing hundreds of crunches every single day, that somehow magically you will get a six-pack and that you will have abs. At the end of the day, doing these exercises, yes, they will make you stronger, but for the most part, actually being able to see that definition really comes down to how lean you are. It really comes down to your overall body fat percentage. So you need to actually take a look at certain aspects outside of just doing crunches, like your daily movement, like your choices when it comes to nutrition, and just taking a look at more of a holistic approach is gonna get you a lot further than simply just focusing on the ab exercise component of things. If you have any other questions or if you even want some more insight around this topic, go ahead and go back and check out my last YouTube video where I talk about exactly how you can get a six-pack. Question number two. If I'm eating 1,200 calories a day and I still can't lose weight, should I continue to cut my calories further and further down? So the answer to this question, simply put, is a big fat no from me. And it's actually for a couple of reasons. When you are doing an extremely low calorie diet, there's a couple of reasons why it won't work. So first of all, you're gonna have a lot of cravings in general, just because you are in more of a steep and extreme deficit. On top of that, you're gonna feel a bit more lethargic. You're not gonna have as much energy because you're actually not providing your body with the fuel and the nutrition that it needs in order to actually get through a normal day. So I would not recommend cutting your calories further down from there, because at the end of the day, your body's like a machine. And if it sees that you're doing all this exercise and you're just not eating enough, then it's gonna start adapting, right? Your metabolism is gonna start to slow down and you're just gonna dig yourself in a deeper and deeper hole. So what I would recommend is actually providing your body with more fuel, eating a little bit more whole foods, eating a bit closer to that maintenance level. This is gonna help restart and re-kick things in the right direction. And at the end of the day, you also wanna ask yourself, am I actually eating 1,200 calories? It's very easy to kind of have certain calories that are just unaccounted for, whether it's snacking throughout the day or the coffee that you drink or the smoothie that you make. It's really important that you're taking a look at everything that you're eating when you are using calorie tracking apps like MyFitnessPal or whatever the case might be. So make sure it's accurate, and definitely make sure that if you aren't able to lose weight on a 1,200 calorie diet, which I wouldn't personally recommend, but if that is something that you're currently doing, don't dig yourself in a deeper hole. Provide your body with that fuel and that nutrition that it actually deserves. Number three. So I hear this all the time. Hey Ahsan, I'm starting my fitness journey. I've been on my fitness journey for a couple weeks, couple months now, but I just can't seem the motivation to work out. How do you stay motivated all the time? So my answer to you is that motivation is not the answer that you actually need, because at the end of the day, motivation, it's a temporary feeling, right? Some days we feel motivated, other days you're just not gonna feel motivated. So we cannot rely on motivation. Instead, we need to rely on dedication, because dedication, what that means to me is that you are going to show up regardless of how you feel, right? And I think it really comes down to understanding what your non-negotiables are in your journey. So in the same way how we go to work every single day, even though we might not feel motivated, we might not feel like doing it all the time, we still do it, we still show up because it is something that is a priority in our life and it's something that's a non-negotiable. So in the same way how you go to work every single day because you know it's important for you and your future, it's also important that you view things like eating healthy, that you view things like working out and moving your body as other things that should also be non-negotiables in your life. So motivation is not the answer, dedication is the answer that you are looking for. Question number 4, this one is for all of my female followers and clients, and this is a question that I've heard for a long time. And the question itself is, will lifting heavy weights, will strength training, will it make me look bulky? So simply put, the answer to this question is no, right? A female's anatomy versus a male's anatomy is completely different from a hormonal aspect of things. Men tend to have a lot more testosterone, and in general, there is a myth that, as soon as you start lifting weights, as soon as you start strength training and lifting heavy, that you're automatically gonna look super bulky. Simply put, the truth is that strength training is not gonna make you bulky. It's gonna give you more energy. It's gonna allow you to feel stronger, both inside and out, and it's gonna actually allow you to get more of that toned look that so many of us are chasing, right? Building some muscle, yes, of course that's gonna be there, but at the same time, it's gonna help you lose more body fat and just overall get the dream body that you deserve. Now that I've answered all of your questions, I have a question for all of you. What is your why? Why is it important for you to implement more self-love, more self-care, and more discipline in your journey? Another question that I want all of you to really think about this. Are you happy? If the answer to this question is not a resounding yes, I want you to think about and reflect on what aspects of your life can you do better on? What aspects of your life are you not showing up with your 110%? By thinking about these things and thinking about the little ways that you can improve, whether it comes down to your training, your nutrition, or just that self-talk, that inner voice that you have, it's gonna allow you to just be more intentional and really live a more fulfilled life. So I hope that everyone enjoyed today's YouTube video. Of course, like I mentioned, if any of you have any other questions for me, feel free to utilize the comment section down below. That is a wrap. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you next time.